Coach, you have an opening statement for us?
Sure. Well, that was fun. That was just a insane atmosphere. The third sellout that we've had for our field trip game, and Bree and her staff and everyone at Oregon State, we are so grateful for their efforts in pulling today off. Obviously, a lot to coordinate to get 62 schools, all their buses pulled up to Gill and into Gill, and it was amazing. It's always amazing, but it was amazing to just watch every corner, even corners that you didn't, behind the pillars, obstructive view seats had people in them today. And so it's a very special day for us every year that we get to do this. And this is our 11th or 12th. I know we had a year off with COVID, of course. Field trip game, and everyone is very special, and today was no exception. And so thank you to all the schools as well that came to support, the administrators that made it happen, because we just assume it's a life-changing opportunity for these students. It's one of those days where you see maybe a role model that sticks in your mind, you never forget, and we can all take ourselves back to childhood when those things happen for us, and you never know what all happened out there today. But two great teams with lots of role models throughout, and so thank you to Southern as well for participating with us. It was a great basketball game. I liked the progress that we made. It was evident today, the lessons from this past weekend, which obviously wasn't the most fun we've ever had playing basketball. They were two learning experiences for us, and I thought today it was evident that this team is growing and improving. Defensively, we were tight all day long. It was an excellent defensive performance. I thought we made Southern really work for shots. We rebounded well. And then offensively, which was such a struggle for us this past weekend, the lid came off the basket for us today. We shot the ball very well, and we moved the ball very well. We talked about that after, both our Iowa and Duke games, that we just need to see the floor a little better, give ourselves better looks, and play with a little more urgency offensively. And I thought that was evident today. I'm really proud of this team for working hard and coming in with a great attitude every day, just wanting to get better and become a great team, and we're on our way.
Yeah, totally agreed. Today was a lot of fun. So much to be proud of on the court. You guys had 5 players with double-digit points, including the 2 of you for the first time in 2 seasons. But really the big story, of course, is having all these elementary schoolers here. I think they were all elementary school here today. So in a game like this, especially when you're up, 50 points in the fourth quarter, I'm sure sometimes it can be hard to really stay super, super locked in and put everything in there. But how much more important is it to make sure you're giving your all, knowing how many people are watching you and looking up to you? You're going to be signing autographs no matter how big of a lead you have, just to really play through this game and make an impression for these kids.
I think it's always important to stay locked in. I think this is a good preparation for games that are coming. I mean, we're playing Oregon next week, so in those games and against Pac-12 teams, you have to be locked in for 4 quarters for every 10 minutes of the quarter. So I think that was just a great practice for the games that are coming, and just with all those kids, it was way more fun. So we just wanted to show them that we're enjoying in the atmosphere and to make it more fun for them.
And just what felt different today, knowing that all these people are watching you and you get to kind of be like a celebrity for the day, signing autographs, doing all that?
I know. I mean, obviously our crowd is always really, really good, but today was crazy. I just told Scott, I looked up, when I sat on the bench, I looked up in the bleachers and there was no space. So it was just crazy. I'd never played in front of so many people, and playing in front of that atmosphere is much more fun, and you just want to play good. So.
Yeah. And then what do you want these kids to go back home today feeling after seeing this game?
No, there were so many kids saying this is the best day of my life, and hearing that was the sweetest thing someone can say. A lot of them asked for shoes. So a few of the teammates gave shoes for the kids. So I think we made their day, and I think they're going to go back home and be super happy and talk about it for next few days, weeks, their lives. I don't even know. But I think we had a big impact on them.
Definitely.
Kellen, you've been here a while. Is this your first Olympics that you played with the kids, or have you played in Olympics before?
I did play, yes. The COVID year was the only one that we didn't get to have kids. So, but this one, I feel like this one was the loudest one.
Okay.
Maybe the first one, I can't even remember anymore. But this one was full, yeah.
So this is your second one with an actual bunch of kids there.
I think second or third. I don't know.
Her-
Last one we did it, but just-
It's confusing.
Last year, there were only 13 schools, I think, because we were just getting back going with all the COVID restrictions, and it was so difficult for schools to sign up.
So this year felt even louder than usual.
Yes, at that one point, when everyone went screaming, I was like, oh my God, I cannot hear my thoughts crossing my, like I could not hear anything. It was loud, and like Martha said, I don't think I've ever been a part of atmosphere like that. And when I tell you there are some good games in Serbia and great fans there, but this was on another level.
Coach has talked about wanting the ball to move better, to get better shots. You had 6 assists today. You just feeling like the ball was moving really well.
Yes.
In the half court.
We put emphasis on that in the past few days when we practiced. We just wanted to push the pace and move the ball faster. And one of our goals in the locker room was 20 points per quarter, and we accomplished that. And I just want to say it's easy when you hit shots from outside and you have a dominant post like Reagan is inside. So I know whenever I throw the ball up there, she's going to catch it and score. So it's easy for me to throw it when I know someone is scoring 100 and like 9 out of 10 times. So it wasn't even hard to, honestly, to have 6 assists.
And Marta, your best game statistically anyway, since arriving. Starting to feel more comfortable.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it takes time. The first few games, I had to, like, how do you say, adjust, but also getting used to playing this big gym. I've never played on a gill before, so yeah, I just try to do better and better in practice, and today it worked finally. So yeah.
How do you get teams to come and play in this game? Are you telling them what this atmosphere is going to be like? Do they know that this is their field trip game before they come?
They do. Coach Jonas does a great job with our schedule. I mean, we work together, but he does the heavy lifting, and he finds people. This year, we actually changed it, and so we were thankful that Southern was open, to adjusting our game time and becoming, the field trip game. And so we had a conflict with Mins or something. Something happened where it was a little bit last minute where we had to make an adjustment, But I think they realize how special it is too, because they're not going to forget this either, for our opponents. And we know our opponents love coming in here because it's already a unique atmosphere, even on a normal night, And then today, to say that you were part of a sellout with over 9,000 people, most of which are K through 8 students, I mean, that's pretty special.
And then you guys, I believe, made 15 threes today. You said 19 against Duke. I believe it was 17 against Iowa. Is that more the spacing that you want to see out of this offense, or how did you feel about shot selection?
Much better, and that was the number 2 point on the board. What you just said was shot selection. That was an absolute priority. One of the things is we didn't shoot well in Portland, but we actually took pretty good shots overall. Certainly there was room for improvement, but it gave us hope, just looking back at the film saying, we actually manufactured some pretty good looks. They just didn't go down for us for whatever reason. So let's stay with it, and how can we get just a little bit better, see things a little bit more clearly. And so we've focused on pace a bit, and that created today. And so I thought the ball really moved for us today, and great passes equal great shots, and great shots typically go in. And this is a team very capable of being a very good shooting team. And so we demonstrated that today, which it just felt to me like a matter of time. I wish maybe a little sooner, but I'm thankful that we're here today, and that's our journey, and so this team gets better every day.
Like you guys mentioned, obviously you got Oregon next week, but the schedule's a little bit more spread out this year with Pac-12 play and things like that. How important are games like this where you're able to get, Ashley and some of the other players towards the end of the bench some, time to play?
Yeah, I think really important, and I think, today's game was just important for everyone. Bendu, it was as important for her today as anyone. She was thrown to the wolves last weekend. I mean, she missed, 5 to 6 weeks of practice, comes back, plays limited minutes in one game, and then a couple days later, we're playing, a top 10 team, and she's trying to run the point, and she's learning the language, and, it was almost unfair in a way. But so I thought today her minutes were great, just to get accustomed to things. You're seeing, Marta just become more and more relaxed and in control and understanding how she's playing, and that's happening for everyone on our roster right now. So how Yelena playing with Ray, everybody getting to know each other, and it just takes time. I mean, offensive basketball just takes experience and time together, and so today was key throughout our lineup, and I thought it was it was exactly what we needed, coming off the weekend we did, and so I'm really proud of the team for coming out with the focus and the desire, to put a great game together.
And then is there any timetable or anything when you're expecting to be available to play?
Yeah, not a specific one, no. And so we know she's coming back. We're not exactly sure when. Yeah, she's doing great though.
Great.
Yeah.
Anything else? All right. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Go Beavs.
Go Beavs.